Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
McNair. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Get ready. Get ready.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Orbit.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 12 yards there. Good for his Saints, 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Leave it. Bring up 48. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the twist. Wait,
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now they run with Sims. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Charles Sims, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Let's go.
Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Under 10.
On first down, here's Breida. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. McNair to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's McNair. He's got his tight end Fant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 39.
A gain of 12. And a Cowboy first down.
7-7, our score after 1. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go counter with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's McNair. It's Williams on the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Check 24. Check 24. Big dance.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Jahan, 180. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Leave it, 48. Hey, Jahan,
Play action now, Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw, McNair. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Cooper was the target there. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Pollard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's good for the Saints. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. There you go. Watch it.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
He's checking. Hey, flipper. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Now McNair. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up the field, defense. Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got to step it up. Shit. Sponge. No.
letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Second and 10 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus. Zebra. Check back. Gun. All day, baby, all day. Check. Where's your hot?
On play action, Cousins. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
Hey, can. Gun. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, defense.
They go play action. Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Prater's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Breida. Whoosh! And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from nearby Baton Rouge, it's the LSU star Darius Geis. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, it's McNair. It's complete to Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. Off to Geis on the screen. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back now here live in New Orleans. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second down, McNair. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check three.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, McNair. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. On fourth down, McNair. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Intended that time for Cooper. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Gun. Go.
Play fake. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 382, let's get this. Me and you all day. All day. Through. I'm coming out. Check 26.
Here's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
At the 28.
Alpha. Mike's done. Watch the pass.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check 9. Shit. Hey, can. Through. Go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Jim. Switch.
Here's Pollard again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Hey, Haywood. Gun. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. I got you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Darius Geis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Wide. Watch the run. Hey, exit. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Gun. Watch the screen.
Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Check. 2. Check. Mike's. I'm going. We got that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just a couple there in the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Check.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So this one will end in a